Arkadaşlar bugün University of West Scotland'dayız. Londra merkezli olan, Canary Wharf'ta olan Canary Wharf Finans Merkezi, Londra'nın finans merkezi okulda Canary Wharf'ta University of West Scotland'a geldik. Görüntüler alacağız. Okul yetkilisi Elena Hanım'la röportaj yapacağız. Hadi gidelim. Burası bir iş merkezi arkadaşlar. University of West Scotland buranın 4 katını almış. Giriş katında kafeteryası var. Arkadaşlar, University of West Scotland'dayız. Elena Hanım burada. Bizi kendisi okulu tanıtacak, okulla ilgili bilgi verecek. Okulla görüntüleri zaten paylaşacağım sizinle. University of West Scotland, Canary Wharf'ta, Londra'nın finans merkezinde. Elena, thank you so much for welcoming us. Can you introduce yourself, please?
Thank you for the introduction, Ahmet. My name is Elena. I work for the University of the West of Scotland Londra campus. I am a student recruitment manager, and I monitor all the applications from students from Turkey. And we have more than a dozen of programs that we offer at our London campus and more than 60 postgraduate programs at our Scottish campuses. In London, students can choose either a master degree or MBA, and I will be happy to tell you about the programs that we offer.
Let's start from here. This is University of West Scotland. From name, we understand this is Scottish University, but we are in the London campus.
That's correct. Our university has 5 campuses, 4 campuses in Scotland and 1 in London. And this is the newest addition to the university campuses. It opened in 2015, and in 2018 we moved to the premises in Canary Wharf area. And we are quite happy that our students join this fantastic location.
Yeah, financial hub, right? Especially MBA or business students will love here.
London has 2 financial centers. One of these is the City of London, which is traditional, and the modern one where a lot of companies have their headquarters or offices is Canary Wharf.
Canary Wharf, yes. Okay, let's start with the programs. Let's come back to programs. So which programs do you offer here?
So I will just list the programs first and then focus on the ones that might be more appealing to Turkish students. We offer 4 MBA programs. It's MBA with leadership, with digital marketing, with banking and finance, and logistics and supply chain management.
So you split, right? MBA, you split the programs.
Exactly.
So you focus on some specific area.
Yes, I'll explain how it works. MBA programs are 1-year programs. Students study during 3 terms. The first term is identical for all the programs, but during the second term, students specialize in a particular area. Digital marketing is quite popular. Students will be studying 2 modules related to digital marketing. If students choose logistics and supply chain management, then it will be 1 module in logistics, 1 in supply chain management. And one of the programs that is particularly popular is MBA with Leadership.
Leadership.
It's for students who already have technical skills in their area, but they want to grow in their career.
Leadership,
And then they have one module specializing in management and leadership skills. And the second module is optional. They can choose from 3 of the areas that I've mentioned in relation to other programs.
You mentioned 3 semesters, 3 terms.
Yes.
So each term is 3 months, I think, right?
Yes, it's 10 weeks plus assessments. And during the last term, students do the project.
Okay. When are the intakes? September, January, and
May. We have 3 intakes per year, so it's really flexible. And the students sometimes ask, what's the deadline? There is a deadline for each intake, but if students miss, for example, the intake for September,
so next one
then
is on the corner.
they don't need to wait to apply. They can proceed with their application and we'll consider it for the next intake, which is, for example, January.
January, so it's just 3 at most 4 months later. What are the requirements for the entrance?
So we don't have entrance exams. Students are assessed based on the documents that they submit, which include passport, their educational documents, diploma and transcript. If they are not in English, they need to be translated. We also request CV. And academic reference or 2 work references. We have mature students, and if students graduated more than 10 years ago, then we request 2 work references.
2 work references.
English test. I guess we can discuss the
headache. Sometimes it's headache, right? English
yes,
test,
unfortunately, sometimes students struggle to get the required score. But we are flexible. Besides IELTS, we accept UKVI PT, we accept TOEFL, we accept Cambridge exams, and also Oxford International English Test, which can be taken online.
Yeah, I will add all the links in this video, all these tests. And what about Pearson test? Do you accept Pearson?
Yes, we accept Pearson test as well. And students need to provide a strong personal statement. We have the guide how to prepare it and what information to include, because a lot of information is paid to what students write in their personal statement. And also, once students submit all their documents, by the way, English test can be submitted at a later date, but then they will get initially only a conditional offer letter. And we have interview with all our students, which is quite brief, 10-15 minutes, but it allows us to assess the English level in an informal conversation, and also the reasons and the choice of the program. Because we also, during the interview, make sure that the student chose the right program for themselves.
Yes, you sometimes can direct in a better program, right?
Yes, because sometimes students choose between MBA and specialized masters, and based on their experience, we can give them some guidance which program might be better, or what aspects to pay attention to, so that they can choose what would be the best for their future career.
Yes, that's right. So this is pre-cast interview, right? Or after this interview, will they be interviewed again?
Yes, we have 2 interviews. One initial interview, and the second precast interview, which we call a credibility interview. That one is arranged for students who have an unconditional offer letter. And in this case, we make sure that the students are familiar with the format and the questions of UKVI interview. Turkey is a low-risk country. We have never had a visa refusal. And this interview is just a formality, but the university wants to make sure that all our students are prepared, and we have a smooth visa application process.
Yes. Great. What else? What are the other programs?
So, as for other popular programs, it's Masters in Project Management. Sometimes students think that they need to have a particular bachelor degree in order to choose a similar master degree. That is not like that. Students can change their qualification and the area of studies. On project management, we have a lot of students with engineering backgrounds. This includes civil engineering, mechanical engineering, industrial or textile engineering, which are popular in Turkey. Students from humanities can also choose project management because nowadays it's relevant for any sector.
Because all sectors now intertwine, so they developed projects, right? So it's good to study this project management. So again, you don't need to be the same graduate from the same field that you want to do the master program, but you can change your field, right?
Yes, and talking about changing the field, we also offer masters in IT for non-IT graduates. Now a lot of people know that there are plenty of jobs in the IT sector, and
with good payment, right?
Exactly.
Good salaries.
And some students who finished a bachelor degree in marketing or social sciences, they think about career in IT. That's possible. It's an intensive one-year program. Students study object-oriented programming, database design, and management, but it's not as much as programming as use of applications in the business and finance sector. There is also one module in project management. So it's a very good program applicable to different sectors.
Okay. What else are they?
So another program is Master in Public Administration. We also offer Masters in Accounting and Finance.
It's quite technical, right?
It's technical, and talking about this program, it would be suitable for students who have background in business, economics, or finance. However, talking about accounting and finance, it's a qualification that 100% guarantees and leads to employment in any country, in the UK or...
With high salaries again, right?
Exactly, because a lot of our students proceed to getting ACCA qualification as well and work for Big Four, such companies as Deloitte, KPMG, Ernst & Young, PwC. So that's why I also recommend this program for students with the relevant background.
Do you offer any bachelor degree programs?
Yes, as for bachelor degree programs, I would advise that we have bachelors in international business. It's a 3-year program, and students cover various aspects of business management, marketing, finance, organizational behavior, and so on. So it makes them versatile specialists and prepares them for choosing their future specialization in their profession.
Perfect. I think you provide wide range of programs to the students, right? And how about the accommodation for the students? Do you help them to find accommodation or any other services?
So, as for accommodation, in Scotland we have university managed accommodation, but not in London. In London, our students mostly choose either private student residences, and we have links on our website, or students rent from private landlords.
Especially the master degree students, if they are also married, they need to rent their own flats, etc.
Yes, and that's in this aspect we rely on your support of the students.
I also lead them to find the accommodation. But this September is the last term, right? For the families, so they can't bring their dependents. So what will happen for the next term, starting from January? So if they are married, how can they bring their dependents with tourist visa, or they can't even take them? Do you know any idea?
At this moment, you're absolutely right that in September it's the last intake when students can come with their spouses and children, and they can stay in the UK and have rights to work, to have public education. So in January the situation will change. So they
unfortunately, yeah.
won't be able to come on a dependent visa. That's really unfortunate. So the option would be to
Tourist
get
visa.
a tourist
Tourist
visa,
visa, yeah.
which doesn't give the same
Work
rights.
permit, yeah, yeah. It used to be, I mean, it was great opportunity for the families, right?
Exactly.
But this is unfortunately lost. I think, yeah, starting from January, your dependents cannot get work visa. I mean, the visa that allows them to work, but just tourist visa. Yes, okay. So, what would you recommend the students who would like to get master degree here in UWS? What would you recommend them?
So it's definitely worth choosing masters in the UK because of the structure of the qualification. It's an intensive program where they will learn a lot, and students have practical programs because UK universities are proud that we offer practice-oriented programs and make our students career ready. Also, the university has career service, and we work with the student recruitment agency, Student Circus. And just a couple of months ago, they did a presentation on campus for our students.
So nice.
And what was particularly interesting, how many graduate scheme UK companies offer. And students really can take advantage of these opportunities. And we should also mention that any British graduate from any country is entitled to switch to graduate route and get a 2-year post-study work visa.
Work visa, yeah. This is one of the biggest advantage. Finishing the master, you have 2 years work permit visa. That's great facility, I think.
And it's not a secret that a lot of students
continue,
are eager to benefit from this
of course.
opportunity.
Because this here is the center for the work, business, finance. Right now, IT sector is here, so why not try to find a job and continue your career, right?
Exactly. Here. And this 2-year period is a good opportunity to find a company which will sponsor for the work visa.
Yeah, after 2 years, right?
Exactly.
If they pass, I mean, if they are happy between them, so they can elongate, they can extend the stay, right? Elena, I know that UWS offers some bursaries, scholarship. Can you mention also?
Yes, we are happy to support international students. That's why we make an effort to attract students from different countries. And students from Turkey have a bursary of £2,500. It works like a discount. That's why our final fee for their next academic year is £12,750, while the full fee is £15,250.
But this is for 2023. I know that there is inflation, so next year maybe a little bit higher.
For January and May, it will remain the same.
Same, perfect.
Yes, the fee and bursaries remain the same for the whole academic year, and each year there might be a slight increase. Depending on the economic situation.
Of course, you can always get in touch to me for the most updated prices and the bursaries discussed. Perfect. Yeah, the second one, the most desired question, actually the asked question by our students, the work. After when they are about to finish the master degree, so they are looking for searching jobs. So how UWS help students to find job after graduation? So what would you do? How is the assistance?
So the university has a career service, and I would suggest from the very start of the course in London to come in contact with the staff working in the career service. How can they help you? They can check your CV, They can help you with the preparation and resources for an interview. And no university in the UK would guarantee you a job, but the university makes provision to direct you to resources. For example, there is an agency, student recruitment agency, Student Circus. Once you get your university email address, you can register with this agency and get access to their resources. And what you will discover that there are a lot of graduate schemes offered by British companies. That's why it is advisable to monitor the information on such websites, to contact companies directly, because depending on your program, there will be very good opportunities for graduates.
So you prepare them actually to present their documents or present themselves, how they can be more efficiently applied the jobs, right? You provide, but it is them, the students, who apply and who will enter the interviews and get the job. And I think what you said is very important. You need to come and introduce themselves to the career center from the beginning, right? Not waiting the last minute, but from the beginning, you need to introduce yourself, right?
Yes, and what we advise the students to be proactive. We have various workshops and seminars on campus that are available to all students. For example, last year we had a presentation from the Student Circus, the agency that I have mentioned. We also had a fantastic presentation from LinkedIn career coach, who was sharing with students how to make LinkedIn profiles work for them, because international students are not that familiar or not that confident using LinkedIn, which is one of the major tools of finding a job in the UK. And the university arranges events that provide up-to-date information that will help our students to fulfill their potential.
Yes. The other thing is about the schedule of the university. Do they have to participate in the class or attend in the class every day or some days? So how is it going?
That's a good question. Of course, I should mention that the answer would depend on the program that students choose, because it varies. There are programs where students to be on campus more than others, but on average, students study 2-3 days per week. It's on average. There are terms when you will have 1 day of online lectures and 1 day here on campus. So, and the students get access to their timetable when they enroll.
So British system actually based on the assignments, right? So you need to do research, you need to write essay and send to professor and feedback and send back and do presentation. So you don't need to be here 5 days full time, but just we can say 2 days, maybe 3 days. It depends on the period, I think, right?
Exactly, and it's very different from most overseas education system, where students go to campus, to university 5-6 days per week, and here they realize, oh, I have just 4 hours of classes on campus per week. Oh, it's so easy. No, it's not easy, because for each hour spent on campus, students should spend 8-10 hours preparing for this class. And the importance of independent learning is very significant in British education.
You need to be very strict and very disciplined, right? Very disciplined to learn, follow up the programs.
Exactly, because one of the key factors of students' academic success is self-discipline and following strict schedule, because when the assignments come or when the exams come, they need to be ready, and this regular schedule ensures their success.
Yeah, perfect. Thanks so much, Elena. I think
it
is very beneficial. You give really great information to our students. And also one last thing I want to add, if you are not very sure about the program you want to apply, you can always ask us, right? And myself or Elena will be more than happy to give the detailed information. During the interview, I know that you give some consultancy to our students as well, and they change their mind actually. They want to do MBA, but they change their mind, for example, project management. So it's always good to talk to you in advance. So
Exactly.
yeah, thank you so much for everything again. Arkadaşlar, University of West Scotland için her zaman benimle iletişime geçebilirsiniz. Daha detaylı bilgiler için bilgilerim, WhatsApp'ım, e-mail adresinden her zaman iletişime geçebilirsiniz. Hepinize sağlıklı günler diliyorum. Canary Wharf'ta yer alan University of West Scotland'ı dolaştık, görüntüler aldık. Okul yetkilisi Elena Hanım'la röportajımızı yaptık. University of West Scotland imkanlarıyla ve sunduklarıyla öğrencilere güzel ve eğitim olanakları sunuyor arkadaşlar. Lütfen okulla ilgili daha detaylı bilgi almak için benimle iletişime geçebilirsiniz. Sorularınız için hiç çekinmeden bana yazabilirsiniz.